Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
Hello. We're going to talk about Masters of the Universe Revelation as Kevin Smith's Masters sequel, reboot, whatever.
It's a sequel from my understanding.
Sequel, hopefully, maybe, possibly. It's getting a comic book prequel from Dark Horse. Now, we are huge Masters of the Universe fans.
Yes, we are.
We're huge She-Ra fans.
Yep.
We got burnt pretty hard on Netflix She-Ra because it was nothing like the original. And you know what? I'm hoping, we were talking before we started recording, I'm hoping the show's actually good.
Yeah, people have this misconception that we want it to suck, which is totally not true at all.
No.
We want it to be good. We are very excited about this show. We want a good show.
We're past tense.
Only thing we ever did was we had a friend who saw scripts who gave us some reasons to be concerned. We didn't even think it was worth doing a whole video on. We just mentioned it in a tweet. That we even said, you even said in the tweet, I hope these are not true because we want it to be good. And then Kevin Smith had a penile hissy fit, and over us on a comment on Twitter.
A penile hissy fit?
Yeah.
What is that?
That means you're a bitch. Anyway, I'm sorry, he just had this hissy fit about it. And I'm just like...
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
I was just like, dude, we were hoping that, and even all that aside, we still really want it to be good. Like, we want him to do a good job. We want this to be a really good story. We want it to be fantastic and great. That's what our hopes are. The whole idea that we want it to fail is complete bullshit. We actually do really want this to be good. What we're afraid of is we're going to get another She-Ra.
Yeah, so hopefully that is not the case. I mean, I might even, I was sort of on the fence about this. I might even pick up the comic book
Oh yeah,
series
I definitely want to pick up the comic book
just to get an idea of what kind of tone we're going for. Now, I do like the character designs.
Well, I think that's one of the person's cover art. Like, they had different artists and different covers. I don't know if that's the actual designs.
No, these are actually, I think these are from the show. Now, this is a prequel to the series, but I do know that Evil Lyn at some point.
Oh yeah, the Legend of Korra, Evil Lyn.
Looks like the Legend of Korra. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they explain what happened there. But I mean, look, the voice cast is solid. Powerhouse Animation does really good work. They did Castlevania.
Up until we heard those rumors from the person who had the script, we actually were like, "Oh my god, yes!"
Yeah. Then we heard the rumors, and that
And then
actually,
Kevin Smith's reaction was just like, "Wait,
what the hell?
maybe we're right because why is he flipping out so hard?"
Yeah, I
like,
wouldn't have thought anything of it.
I'm like, I would have just stepped over and ignored it if it wasn't true. I mean, he got so ass mad over it.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. But still, all things considered, we still buy and support He-Man products.
Bought a case of figures the other day. I had it pre-ordered.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to really look at them yet, but we got Hordak and we got
Hordak was in there. I forget. It was. I did it. So Triclops was in there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember because I kind of just unloaded it out of the box and I hadn't even get a chance to look at it either. But I have a bunch of them.
Stratos.
Oh yeah, Stratos was in there.
Yeah.
We have a bunch on pre-order. We buy them by the case. But
Studio's full of He-Man She-Ra stuff.
Yes, love it.
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna probably do a video of just brushing She-Ra hair for kicks and giggles.
That'd be kind of fun.
Like half an hour of just brushing She-Ra hair.
So we're gonna talk about the comic series, and again, this is one of those cases where you can root for a franchise. You can root for and be a fan of a thing, even if you're not completely sold on the people working on it. But I want there to be good He-Man again.
I had no problem with it even being him that much until he.
No, I know. I actually like Kevin Smith. I liked his movies. It's like
I haven't liked him lately, but I'm just saying. I was fine with it. I was all excited about it until that behavior happened, and then I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Now I'm concerned. But anyway.
Well, the write-up concerns me a little bit too, because it seems to sort of confirm some of what we've heard, and I hope it's not the case. Of course, the rumor we were talking about is becoming the Teela show over He-Man. We'll talk about that. We're going to talk about that, and even some stuff that Sarah Michelle Gellar said. It's kind of like, oh, He-Man's there too.
Yeah.
She's playing Teela. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over almost 186,000 subs. Thank you for the support. This got dropped today. There's a press release. Dark Horse, which is kind of weird. It used to be DC did the Masters of the Universe stuff, and Dark Horse is doing it. But they're going to do a prequel comic arriving later this year to the open comic shops, to an open comic shop near you.
I'm actually going to probably buy this, yeah.
Yeah, so here is how Dark Horse describes Masters of the Universe Revelation. In the comic book, following a vicious Orlax attack on his father, King Randor, He-Man learns the creature is linked to the origin of the Sword of Power. To save Randor and put an end to the chaos, He-Man embarks on an epic journey that pits him against his longtime foes Skeletor and Evil Lyn, and sees Teela take the reins of a powerful legacy. Most likely her becoming the sorceress.
That's what I'm thinking.
Hopefully not replacing He-Man. We heard a rumor that...
Well, that's for the show, actually, but yes.
Yeah, we heard a rumor that what was probably going to happen is Teela and her girlfriend were going to kind of take up the hero duties while He-Man feels sorry for himself.
And of course, that was a rumor from somebody who had a script. Things can change. We have mentioned that many times, just because that might have, even if it was true, it might not be the direction it's going in now. Which is why we never made a video about the rumor when we first heard it. We just said, hope it's not true. And that's all we did on Twitter. And it got this ridiculous response about it. So we didn't even do a video because we weren't even sure what to believe on, all of that.
Now, it is curious, and we are having a really hard time finding the original slide for this, but the original synopsis of the show from 2019 read as follows. In a radical return to Eternia, Revelation is a direct sequel series to the classic era of Masters of the Universe. Fan favorites He-Man, Orko, Cringer, Man-at-Arms, yada, yada, yada. But... after a ferocious final battle forever fractures Eternia, it's up to Teela to solve the mystery of the missing Sword of Power. In a race against time to prevent the end of the universe, her journey will uncover the secrets of Grayskull. Right.
That's Teela's journey. Teela's uncovering it. And then we had the rumors we had from somebody who had the script.
We shall see.
But this could change because this was like 2 years ago.
This was 2 years
ago.
So
I'm hoping they took the reaction from people, which was not good, and turned around and, because a lot of media outlets called that out and brought that up. A lot of people were complaining about that.
Yeah, but somehow they zeroed in on
I know, it was always us.
We're just a YouTube channel.
Clownfish TV all along.
Oh my God, everybody blames us for everything.
I know, right? Like, we're the vocal minority and, and behind every major issue ever at the same time. But yeah, so I'm hoping it's good. They had these alternate comic covers. Obviously, this is a little bit weird.
Well, this is Mike Mignola, which I mean, I like his art, but I don't think I like his art on He-Man. No. I gotta tell you, He-Man looks a little weird, flaccid.
He looks like his arms are broken. But
well, it's been epic battle. It's been epic battle, and
he got aged a lot.
Yeah, I do like Mike's art on Hellboy and other things, but I'm just not feeling it on He-Man. But that's
but if you go down, they have the entire press release from the Dark Horse. They announced the upcoming release of Masters of the Universe. I was reading that Revelation comic book series of 4 comics. They're going to start releasing in July. It's going to be a prequel to the show, which we know. Which series from Netflix and Mattel Television premiering this year. Oh, it is going to premiere this year because I wasn't sure. Remember, it got pushed back.
I thought it was next year, but
it says here premiering this year.
Huh. Okay, well, I thought it was next year.
So apparently we're getting it this year, and it's talking about, people on the show and Kevin Smith and all that. And then it talks about what you just read. Yeah. What the synopsis is. So I don't know how this is going to be. I'm hoping. They said it's going to be released July 7th. Here's what the dates are. They're also going to be released on August 11th, September 9th, and October 13th. So the show is after October 13th, at least.
Yeah, originally I thought it was supposed to be November 2021.
Maybe it is, because I thought they pushed it back. But
I thought they pushed it back a year.
The way this reads, it's saying this year. It said Netflix and Mattel premiering this year. So I don't know how it's going to be. I'm hoping it's good. We want it to be good. But Sarah Michelle Gellar was on an interview with, what was his name? Mario Lopez. I keep thinking of Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell.
And she was talking about it, and he asked flat out, is he going to be like a main character? Is he a side character? Is he in it? She's like, oh yeah, He-Man's in it. And then she goes on about all the characters that pop up, and you're like, oh, that character's back, and that character's back.
Remember Moss Man? You like Moss Man, don't you? Oh, I remember Moss Man. Remember Stinkor? Yeah, remember him? Yeah, he was pretty cool.
See, the question isn't, though, is He-Man in it? The question is he a main character or what?
Oh, I have no doubt He-Man's going to be in it. Will they emasculate him, though? Because that's what I'm... Look, Hollywood's tendency is to take strong male characters and pussify them.
The one that they brought mostly, that every time they've been bringing up an example of a character that was too toxic and too manly and needed to be toned down, it's been He-Man like 9 times out of 10. Even though He-Man's running joke with he was a gay dude.
Yeah.
It's a Prince Adam. I mean, everybody's been saying he's been coded gay for years. They're going to be like, he's a toxic man. It needs changed.
I could, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, we are so cynical against Hollywood at this point that it's like it would, I know in the wrong hands, and hopefully, Kevin Smith's are the right hands. But I know in the wrong hands that somebody would absolutely jump at the chance to turn He-Man into a pussy just to stick it to the man babies, just to be able to brag about it, just to have Twitter clout. Absolutely. So, I mean, I'm going to check the comic out because the comic might actually...
It'll give us a hint anyway.
Yeah, determine whether or not I have any interest in the show.
Now,
I mean, that's not to say that they won't lead with the comic, which shows us classic iterations of the characters, and then it's kind of a bait and switch when the show comes out. It's like, oh, guess what? We changed everything. I don't know. I just, again, I think our worst fear is we're going to get another Netflix She-Ra, which had obvious disdain for the original show. They hated the original show. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They didn't even watch it until they had to. But like, Sarah Michelle Gellar says she's a fan of He-Man, which is possible because she's in the right age range. Yeah. About the same age as we are. So, I'm hoping it's good. I want it to be good. She seems very excited about it. So I'm hoping, I'm going to go by what she says and hope that it's good. And I'm going to be cautiously optimistic. And I was cautiously optimistic before Kevin Smith had his shit fit. Which that actually was so funny because it did the opposite, I think, of his intention. Because I think people were like willing to like wait and see. And we just said, we're hearing this rumor, hope it's not true. And then he had that massive reaction, which people were like, wait a minute, now I'm worried. I wasn't worried before, but now I'm worried. Yeah, he tagged Mattel and everything in that. So it's kind of like, why are you reacting so negatively? I was like, we didn't even do a video because we were waiting to see, and I'm like, well, because we were hoping it wasn't the case, but the reaction was so bad that we're like, oh shit, is this the case? And it's like, I hope not. So we are hoping it's good. We are hoping it's a He-Man show, a Masters of the Universe show, and it's not the Tila show. We're hoping. That's all we can say at this point. Yeah, I just think it's... I like Tila, though. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, she was the second most important character. She was a ginger. Show. I mean, hell yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's got the cred, but I wouldn't have been worried if it wasn't for... The reaction? That really was like, oh, shit. But we're still, the show comes out, the show's good, we'll still be fair. We'll say it's good. Yeah. We want it to be good. Let's all hope and pray that it's good. God knows we need some good He-Man after the She-Ra debacle. Yes. Because that was a catastrophe. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I'm not apologizing for that. No, it was a train wreck. It was a train wreck. It went too far to be political, and it wasn't very good. I'm sorry. All right, we're going to wrap this one up. Yep. Okay, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later. Bye.